Are you tired of mediocre haircuts and lackluster service? Look no further. Get ready to redefine your grooming game with the ultimate experience at No Grease Barbershop, conveniently located at Northlake Mall and Charlotte Premium Outlets. It's not just about a haircut, it's about the experience. No Grease Premium in Northlake sets a new standard for luxury with a full-service bar selection. Elevate your grooming experience even further with their signature drinks served during your service or while you wait. Whether you're looking for a classic fade, a timeless gentleman cut, or a bold modern style, No Grease Premium in Northlake got you covered with their design and color specialists. Let's not forget about the importance of routine self-care for men. Their partnership with Alpha Male Nail Care, exclusively at No Grease Premium, offers manicures and pedicures as a part of your routine grooming. Visit No Grease Barbershop at Charlotte Premium Outlets or Northlake Mall today, and make sure you tell them that the Black Dads Club sent you.
Who's paying for it?
Yeah, I don't know what they think.
Maybe that's what they're thinking.
So we started talking about simps, and I asked them, I said, well, for shits and giggles, who's responsible for that? And they said, y'all are responsible for creating simps. And I paused the conversation, and I reminded them, because probably 20 minutes early in that conversation, we talked about our experiences at 23, all of us going to Miami. Yep. And they talked about how women, when they go to Miami, only need a flight and somewhere to stay. Doesn't even matter. After that, they need no other money.
Exactly.
Cause they and they were clear. And when I explained it to them, they bust out laughing. They was like, "All right, y'all got a point." Cause they told us, they told me, said, if you in Miami and you're a dude, you don't have a section, you don't have a table, it's cold. Do not talk to him.
It's not worth going to Miami unless you really, really just like the beach. Cause that's the only place you're gonna be.
And the beach ain't that good.
It's all right.
It's better beaches.
There's better beaches.
I mean, you can go to Charleston, but it's racism there. You can go to...
The view of Miami beaches are a lot better.
Oh, absolutely.
than what you're going to see in most places.
Absolutely. My favorite thing is about Miami, though, y'all don't take that mess up to Bell Harbor.
No, they know better.
They know better than to go up there. I love how black people know where to cut up at. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, I'm throwing an audible. Peyton Manning, Omaha. This is not on the board, which is my favorite thing to do. Hold on. Let me get the clip loaded up. All right, here we go.
A man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories. Your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally.
Who want to tell them the truth? Are we telling the truth today?
Yeah, we telling the truth today.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Oh, I mean, but we've already had this conversation but we took it from the point of view, us having women friends, right?
Okay.
And that's why I ignored that clip, because that's what I wanted them to talk about, right? I wanted women to say about how, they have male friends, if it's threatening or non-threatening, right? Because that's the conversation we had. We didn't come on here and talk about should women have male friends or not, right? But see, that it's easy to do that, right? It's easy to say, well, of course, he should have female friends, because most men are going to have female friends, right? And then to not be able to dunk on it by basically saying, you just objectify women. You only want to have sex with women, right? What I'm saying? It was an easy dunk. No, I want to hear from y'all ladies about y'all having male friends and how that should look for men. It was for their first pod, and we've been there.
Oh, we was there for about 40 episodes.
We was there, right? So, 40 episodes. You're right. We was on the first pod. To me, it wasn't them, right? They wanted to again talk about what men should do, and that's what makes it boring, because that's every pod now. That's not men, right? Men make pods and talk about men. Basically they pander. We talked about that last week.
Pander porn. And
then women, they create the pods, and then they just dunk on men, which leads us in the unique space where we're men talking to men about men issues.
Joy, I love you. If you go, Joy, there's not a post you got on your page that I haven't liked. Taylor, you know what I'm saying? I just ran across you, but you look amazing too. Joe Budden did say you can't pick out the restaurant no more. And I must
wait. They got a meeting with the Podfather already.
They had a meeting. Joe ain't letting nobody get into space without figuring out if he can get his hands. However, I don't know too many podcasts that survive that Joe signing. I know they were never signed to him.
Yeah.
Zaire for the I think he plays for the Colts. I think he signed to
I was gonna say, the thing is started there, but they just ended, right?
Yeah, no other pods make it through, bro. Like it is what it is, and I don't know what deal is there. But I mean, I will tell you this: all the pods that go there, they audio is always right, they sets is always right, they cameras is always right.
Well, Button is the pod father.
Yeah,
like
he got
his podding career is way better than his rap career. And his rap career, it was for good. Rappers, it was a good run.
Yeah, and he can rap. I would put it like this though, Taylor and Joy, nobody is telling y'all the truth. Y'all are cool with men having women friends. Can't say females no more in 2024. Women friends.
I think they said it, didn't they?
Yeah, they get. Well, this is double standard.
Oh, I forgot. My bad.
Just like the gay boys get to say the F word, they say it all the time. They don't. You shouldn't go in the street and yell it.
Not touching that shit. Not touching.
But back to what I'm saying. Men can always have female. Shit, it fits so perfectly. Men can always have female friends when they uglier than they girl. That's what nobody don't want to tell the truth. Joy and Taylor are cool with men having female friends that are uglier than them. Because the minute that they pull up and they see your girl best friend, your girlfriend, and she thicker than them, she finer than them, her hair is longer, her bag is bigger,
it's gonna be a problem.
It's a get that bitch out of here.
Oh man.
And nobody don't want to tell that truth. You don't believe me? Go look at your homegirls. And I loved it. I had somebody comment under my comment, was like, no, my man, all his friends is baddies. And I don't mind that. And I'm like, she don't even got her man on her page. That's how I know she lying.
Yeah.
And I almost wanted to comment back, but I realized I follow that person. I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things like, yo, yeah, you can have it. She just can't be prettier. And once we get there, then I can respect everything and I can love it. Also, due to the meeting with Joe, I'm extending Joy Taylor and Taylor's podcast to 16 months. It's going to be, you know what? I am interested to see if we're going to get to the Zoom podcast. Shannon and Ocho is doing that a lot, and it's cool. I don't watch it. I'm never watching a podcast with bad audio.
Yeah, Zoom is. I mean, I think we'll be live. We'll be live soon.
Yeah. But I like looking at Mike so I know when he's saying some dumb shit.
Yeah, that don't happen too often. I stand on mine.
You do stand on
mine.
We're gonna see, because we got to talk about your baby. And you know what? I get tired of hanging out with my boys and they bring you up in every freaking setting I go to. Because they wanted to know. Ryan asked, "Yo, Draya is Mike's girl, right?" I said, "Well, yeah, okay."
Y'all got to understand when I mentioned Draya, Tiana, and what's my other girl, Brittany, right? When I mention these women, I mention them because they're not good women, right? These are not Mother Teresa's. These are terrible human beings, right? But they're gorgeous.
Oh,
and men have a bad habit of equating beauty with good,
especially entertainers.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: out of the three, which two do you think look the most alike? We had this debate on Sunday.
Let's see, Tiana and Draya.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, Tiana.
I think Tiana and Brittany look more alike.
No, Tiana and Draya.
All right. Can't wait to hear that in the group chat. I want to welcome everybody to the Black Dads Club. Don't worry, we're going to queue up Draya shortly for you guys. This is episode 133. I am here to officially say this is the number one podcast in the Carolinas.
It is.
I've been running the analytics.
Check the numbers.
Check the numbers.
Number one pod in the Carolinas, man. Big up for us. Long way. You ain't not gonna give a 10 claps.
Oh shit, my bad.
Donation.
Or donation.
Or donate. Hold on.
Hey, speaking of the Carolinas, I got my Gamecock shirt on. Big up to our women's team.
Woo, y'all fighting.
Yeah, hey boy, we kick butt. To the young man that was running onto the court. What are you doing, bro? It's a bunch of women on the court. What are you running on the court?
I don't care that it's your sister.
What are you running on the court to do, bro? Like, yo, chill. And good question. Who raised them? We ain't got to answer it. I'm just saying, for you to run out on the court with a bunch of women, bro, like, what are you gonna do, man? Like, chill out. But big ups to my Lady Gamecocks.
Shout out. Come on, man.
Fuck you, Miss Malarkey, Coach Malarkey.
Golly.
Yeah, dude. She is a thug of a coach.
Really?
Yeah, she is. She's a thug of a coach. Do not like her. And you know what? Speaking of my Lady Gamecocks, this is gonna be for my generation. Big ups to, if y'all remember the name, if y'all from the Metro, Shannon Johnson, which is probably was one of the biggest women hoop ballers back in the day. This is before basketball blew up in the state.
Okay.
And when that game happened, I thought of her because I was watching our girl from Keenan. I always mispronounce her name, Falaji.
Okay.
And she kind of reminded me of how Shannon Johnson used to play back in the day. So big ups to the Lady Gamecocks, man. And let's go ahead and undefeat the season out and win this championship.
The game against Tennessee was amazing. The fight was interesting because, and let's get to homeboy. We don't want to start with sports, but because it's International Women's Month.
It is. Look at there. Boy, segue.
We're going to start with women. Bro, as I start only talking about the man. Get this nigga out the way quick.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you doing? We have sisters.
Yes.
If they are playing a sport with only women are on the court,
Only
referees,
women, yeah.
coaches, players, and they are getting into a scuffle, it wasn't no punch thrown.
Yeah.
It wasn't no chairs. This ain't the Palace.
No, it's competitive sports.
My man hopped the scores
table to run onto the floor like, yeah, dude.
And I heard on Skip and Keyshawn and Rachel Nichols, who, by the way, please keep her on there. Make her y'all freaking host, yo. Like, please make her the host. Joy ain't never coming back. Unfortunately, that was the best host that Undisputed has ever seen. But not the point. The point is they made a point to say that he did not get arrested mainly because security scooped him up and escorted him out before he could get to like where he needed to be, where it's like, all right, now it's an automatic arrest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just like, that was the stain on it. I will say this, and it was funny because I was on the Grand Talk podcast yesterday, and that she's actually from Greenville, so she, she's a USC fan, so she was talking about that, and she was like, "Oh, is this going to make you watch women's basketball more?" And I said, "Well, men has been watching women college sports more than women for like forever."
Yeah, the reason why it's blowing up. Well, man, but I will say South Carolina has been. I do see a lot of my friends on Facebook, always posting about the Gamecocks. It definitely has made the women, more in tune with sports. I see more of their daughters playing now. Some of y'all daughters, so some little hoopers. Yeah. So I definitely think Dawn has definitely made that happen in this region, and I think by proxy, like her being a black coach, being staying true to herself, being a Philly girl, Philly woman, however y'all want me to say it. And with her building,
you like to say, don't infantilize them or whatever that shit.
Infantilize them.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
But with her being, with her, I think her being, a black coach, having like the number one team, I think that actually draws interest to it.
Yeah.
Because, I
want to tell the truth.
When Tennessee and UConn, like when those are big programs, no one really was paying attention, to women's sports. But when Dawn came to South Carolina and she was being still Dawn, and they started winning, it started pulling eyes in because, sometimes people need villains, right?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that they wanted Dawn to be a villain. It's just that she wins too much.
Truth time.
Let's do it.
Ladies, when y'all start putting on them lashes and making sure y'all hair was done before y'all got on the court, it made a lot of us say, who the hell is Skylar Diggins? Who is that? Let me turn on the TV. Let me see. Now, I will say this. That did not keep us there. Once we found out that y'all could actually hoop, then it was like, oh, shoot. Now, Mike is correct. When I personally found out that, the South Carolina girls practice against men. Yeah. Then I was like, oh, well, no wonder they whooping everybody ass, right?
Let's see them play. But yeah, it was definitely the crossover. Yeah, and the step backs that made guys like, oh, okay,
oh, you can hoop.
Yeah, they can hoop. They can hoop.
Or until you see one of them at the court, and then you get done up by one of them, and then you're like, oh, okay, let me back up. And then also it's a little bit unfair with us because we're from, Mike is from Columbia. Yeah, I'm from right across the border, so I have to watch and hear about the Gamecocks, good or bad, in every sport every year. Yeah. I would do a dad tip of the week, but who cares? Y'all better stay focused because these snipers is sniping.
Woo! Dad tip of the week. You know what? Good dad tip of the week. This is gonna be a nice segue. Do not get a sniper pregnant. That's the dad tip of the week, boy.
Mike's girl, she's done it again.
Hey, man, Draya got a max contract at 39, man. Legendary status right
Kirk
there.
Cousins
Bro.
needs to even get that.
Yeah. Like, Draya is the GOAT of getting max contract deals.
For
At
Draya,
39.
bro, at 39, for Draya to post this on International Women's Day, for that to be the hashtag in her thing.
Oh, man.
I will say this: they was tearing her up in the comments.
They were. To be fair,
She deserved it.
The ladies let Draya have it. But you know what? Were the ladies being fair or were they being jealous?
I think they were being fair. Let me tell you. Well, I understand what you're saying. I think they were being fair. I think they were upset because she used International Women's Day as a way to say, "Yo, this is me announcing like my pregnancy on our day because I'm having a girl." By the way,
what's hilarious was Draya saying like 3 months ago that she really didn't want any kids, only for her to pop up pregnant like 90 days later. As if a 39-year-old woman do not know what it takes for her to get pregnant.
Especially somebody who she got 2 other kids.
Yeah, especially knowing how difficult it is sometimes,
bro,
for women to be pregnant. So for Draya to pull this off, man, and then drop it on International Women's Day, and they were like, she used to babysit his girlfriend's, his ex-girlfriend,
bro.
She
used to be around, bro.
Draya, man, Draya,
it's dirty. It's dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty macking. It's dirty macking.
Let's do this. Happy International Women's Day hashtag. As a woman, we navigate through so much, often leading us to a question: what is my purpose? Nasty, dog. This is great. This is for me. The magic lies in motherhood and the awe-inspiring ability to bring life in this world over the span of 2 decades. It's my superpower. If anything can surpass the wonder of being a woman, it's the privilege to bring another woman into existence. With a bow emoji. Who is we? Never mind. We are overjoyed to share our love for you, little girl. I'm excited to speak words to my daughter I never thought I... Come on.
Hey, man.
Hold on, I ain't done. Think about what Draya gonna tell her daughter. Never mind. I'm telling Roman to watch the hell out.
Yeah.
We are anxious about your arrival, but take your time. The world can be tough. Oh, she turned her comments off. Damn.
Oh yeah. Them comments are gonna be turned off. Hey man, Draya is. You know what's funny? We was out this weekend. You didn't come out. I invited you out. Hey, we're gonna be out Thursday. If you want to come out, we're gonna be out Thursday. Matter of fact, anybody that's in Charlotte that's listening to the pod today, hit me in DMs and I'll tell you where we at so you come hang out.
All right, cool.
But we'll talk about this on Thursday about
after he shoot at me
about how Draya or how Draya is back in the day. We would call Draya a gold digger, right? And you don't really hear that term anymore, right? Because gold digger used to be the term of very, very beautiful woman that's taking advantage of, rich men having their kids so she can basically extract resources from them. And we was having a conversation, well, why don't we use the term gold digger anymore? And I was like, it's almost like that's the culture now. The culture is, just, hey, I want to be able to extract all the resources out of you that I can. So I was like, so when we see the animus of Draya, I think it's sometimes it's low key like, it's like that clip somebody had posted on Twitter when Skip was like, when is it my turn?
Yes.
And they were just saying it like when women look at Draya, when all the young ethos look at Draya, they get upset because they're like, yo, you were supposed to be out of the game.
You were. I mean, we have a video, but the young lady in the video was saying, she was like, yo, she is dating a man that 30-year-olds and 20-year-olds supposed to be dating.
Yes.
And it is that weird part. I mean, but I think, I've said this, and me and you, shout out to us, shout out to you. I tell you all the time, I want to come on here and say wild shit, and then Mike, the elder statesman, go, yo, please, Gavin, just give me one other opportunity. Because he's right so many times, I give him another chance. Like, all right, you can't use your, what's they do in basketball, the green light? You get a challenge in football.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't lose a timeout if you get it right.
Yeah,
so I don't let Mike lose his timeouts when he's right? So so I let him do it again. But, we made it clear. We both said it off mic. Like, all right, we're not going to take this from the stance of if she is pregnant, what we're saying. Because if she comes out not pregnant, then it's like, whatever. But yeah, it is the generation of that. We are in a space now where, no, you don't get gold diggers. But it is simp culture. That's what it got replaced with.
Yeah. Gold digging culture got replaced with simp culture. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's nasty work. Did you see this dude calls into the radio station? He writes the station because his wife knew the judge.
He was about to do some time.
And his wife got him off.
Yeah, wife knew the judge, so he ended up with probation. But it's like she knew him from high school. And basically, she had sex with the judge.
She busted open.
Yeah, she told her husband she had sex with the judge. Yeah, she had
fair or foul.
I mean, the foul part is I don't think she just started having sex with the judge, right? Like you can't just call the judge up and be like,
"Let me put it on you."
Hey, my baby daddy or my husband is in your courtroom, and he's supposed to recuse himself, by the way.
Absolutely.
And then just say like, "Oh, do you mind if can you get him off?" Like that.
I'm gonna get you off.
She done had that relationship going with him for a while.
I love when that happens.
But the thing is, if he would have went to jail for 8 to 10 years, he was gonna be smashing it anyway. So
facts.
You might as well get off.
Would I sleep with a judge so my wife don't go to jail?
Oh, come on, that's easy. that's easy. My wife not going to jail, right? I am definitely doing the honorable thing of making sure I am taking care of my wife, that she does not go to prison. Absolutely.
I'm trying to think about like how old the woman got to be. Like if she's like, let's say she an 80-year-old judge and she like, Gavin, I need that.
We gotta do what we gotta do, man.
To
protect the people we love.
Yeah, man, because I don't want my girl coming out different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Again, that right there, I believe that she was already sleeping with the judge, or had slept with him in the past.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But the dude calling in the station to share that though, y'all dudes gotta admit, man, y'all are cucks and into humiliation porn, man.
Social media can't be that important.
Yeah, y'all gotta admit that y'all into that shit.
Hey, nothing wrong with cucking.
If you into it,
I do want to say I am wearing the Yeezy Vulture t-shirt. It does not look the way it's supposed to look on the screen. It does have like a rough feel to it. I am throwing that out there. It is a cool shirt, but you know, I watched the Kanye video for Carnival. Man, I believe all that stuff that they be saying that he be talking about Hitler all the time, because it be giving them type of vibes like
You know what's crazy? Oh, speaking of Hitler, of all things, the AI interpretation English version of Hitler speeches are trending on social media, and I see a lot of y'all saying like he was right about that. Look, I've listened to like half of it. He's a fool. All right, he's still a fool. Listening to it in English and understanding what he's saying, he's still a fool. Y'all got to stop sharing stuff and stop thinking that it's smart to just disagree. The dude is still a genocidal, maniacal fool. All right, bro. I'm listening to it. Nothing about it is making me be like, oh man, you know what? He was right.
You know,
no, the dude's still a fool.
And then y'all gonna wake up one day and be like, why am I shadow banned? Why nobody?
Yeah, stop sharing it. Stop sharing that shit. Talking about like, oh, he sounds smart. Like y'all are idiots.
Look at my shirt, man. Look at this shit, man.
Hey, man, you needed to get the 2X, man.
Nah, and so I wear a large. This is a large. I'm not getting any more. I do want to get the sweatsuit, but Ye is dropping the sweatsuit in March.
It's gonna be too hot for a sweatsuit in March.
It is, but that bodysuit for the women, definitely copping that for the lady.
Hey, sweatsuit. How much you charge?
$20.
They still $20.
Everything on there $20.
Oh man, I might get the sweatsuit and hold it over to the winter time.
Yeah, and get your girl a bodysuit.
Yeah, I gotta get a wife, man, like you.
Oh,
gotta get a wife, man.
He caught it. I was about to say, there y'all go. I found it out for y'all.
Gotta get a wife.
Y'all know what time it is. Hold on.
You got the victory.
I want to welcome y'all in.
I want you to hit the floor like you ain't.
Y'all said y'all wanted the music a little bit longer. Hold on. I want to welcome everybody in. We gonna ask everybody, fellas, if you got a baby on the way, you gotta go to the back seat. The ladies did not like the fact that they had to do that for so long, so we're gonna put y'all in the back seat. Also, offering is going around. We need double donations.
Donations,
please. We need it all. I got an interesting thing because I love surprising Mike. Now, Mike know what we're gonna talk about sometimes on here, and this one ain't that bad, so I don't want you to get scared. You ever get scared when I don't put stuff on the board and I just hit you with it?
Yep, all the time. Because Gavin is a bus driver.
Look, I would definitely make sure you get ran over, that you won't know what's going to hit you. Y'all lucky I can't find this thing. Here we go. Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's as bad as I thought it was. It sounded stupid to me. Hold on.
a lot of men will not come to church. Of course, it's an excuse, but this is one of the polls that we read. It was because you have more women that come to the church and edify and praise the pastor and clap for the pastor and honor the pastor, but then they go home and do the exact opposite with their husband. So
Is that why y'all not going to church?
No, that's not why we're not going to church. But women also tell us that we're the reason for BBL. So I told you, I leave one side of the internet alone all the time. The reason why we don't go to church is because y'all have elevated Bishop Whitehead and Mike Todd. Nobody's going to the church. What's our boy down in Greenville name?
Ah, man, I was just looking him up today.
John Gray.
Oh, that's the homie.
Yeah. But yeah, we're not going to church to be up under John Gray. We're not going to church to be under Joel Osteen, right? Like men understand hierarchy, right? Okay. I know the rest of y'all don't get that, but men are saying like, if you want me to be here, right, and to be in order here, right, the hierarchy has to exist. Mike Todd is getting haircuts, in church. He's pouring honey on Bibles. Look, this is like the last 30 days.
Ed, you need to come up here from No Grease. You need to come up here and explain why y'all doing haircuts on at church sermons.
Like this is in the last 30 days, bro.
Yeah,
and it's
wild.
like, look, matter of fact, dad tip of the week. If your kids want to do theater in elementary school, please let them, because if not, they're going to be on the stage pouring honey on Bibles and getting haircuts. Because Mike Todd understands that his audience is coming for the theatrics. It is a Tyler Perry show, and he is doing his version of a Tyler Perry play, right? Because everything that's happening on that stage is what I would expect in a Tyler Perry play where he's spoofing church.
I wish when all the pastors get up to the gates, I wish they would say how many people you saved and how many you did.
Dude.
Or how many you're responsible for that aren't being saved.
If there was a movie that was a comedy, and in that comedy, the pastor is getting a haircut in church, we would think that's funny and ironic and not something that would actually happen in real life.
Bro.
I'm so sick. Hey, I said it last week and I'm going to keep saying it. I am so sick of y'all fake Christians.
Facts.
I am so sick and tired of you fake Christians. Yeah, Russ.
Bishop Whitehead, my man he's done. He is cooked. It is official according to Hollywood Unlocked. I'm going to start doing that so y'all can't sue us.
He ain't done.
What you mean? You think he going to open up another church?
Yeah, he going to open up another church because that's what these dudes do, bro.
Bruh. But he ain't even, he was found guilty of conning a church member out of $90K and bank fraud. And he used it to buy clothes, everything else. Now,
when your pastor shows up in a Gucci suit,
bro,
he's probably a scammer.
When your pastor is being confronted because somebody's robbing the church and they had like over $1 million in the bag, first of all, that's a red flag. Second of all, your pastor didn't get down. He didn't look scared. He just went about the day.
No, he looking to make sure they got all the money.
Yeah.
He like looking up like, hey,
bro. When he's pulling up in
allegedly.
Look, I remember one of our listeners. Shout out to her. She know who she is. I remember when she used to brag to us that her pastor had a Bentley in high school. She used to be so happy about that. My pastor got a Bentley. His wife got an Escalade. That nigga went to jail.
Yeah.
Throw that out there. Yeah. He went to jail for fraud later. And it was like, not that, look, if I'm a pastor, I want a Bentley too.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We don't really come over here and bang on scammers, but when you scamming and you using it in the name of God, we gonna call you out.
And there is a way to get a Bentley if you are a pastor. You just got to pay taxes. Get on the salary, pay your taxes, save up your money like everybody else do, and do it. But when you're using the building fund to build you a Bentley,
and to the first point, I don't think men are resent church. I think one of the things that I'm starting to tell a lot of fellas is a lot of the problems that we're having in relationships with our significant others is because we're not spiritually grounded. Right? So whatever religion that you practice, whether it's Judaism, Islam, or Christianity, a lot of us do need to get ourselves regrounded in spirituality and reconnect ourselves to our Creator. Because that what happens is how he treats you is what you understand is how you need to treat your woman. Right? So I know y'all like to sit here and act like I'm chauvinistic and all this stuff. Y'all just like taking shots. Like the young lady in the clip was like, stop oogling at her in the clip. Like, these are her photos. She wants likes. All right.
We can't even
providing
look at
her likes. Right. But as men, The way that we want our Creator to treat us is the way that we need to treat our women. So we do need to re-spiritually ground ourselves.
Some of y'all married to dudes who won't die for you, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
For things that are different, and you know, a story with black characters that's going to appeal to a lot of people doesn't need to take place on a plantation, doesn't need to take place in the projects, doesn't need to have drug dealers in it, doesn't need to have gang members in it, that there's an audience for different depictions of people's lives, and there is a market for depictions of black life that are as broad and as deep as any other depictions of people's lives.
That is on behalf of what's my man's name, man?
The guy who wrote American Fiction, which, by the way, after watching this clip, I actually started watching, and it's actually pretty good in the first. I'm like 20 minutes in.
Okay.
Yeah, so it actually is pretty good. So, but one of the things that I like about this is it brings up a question that I think we talk about it in our community, but I don't think we've reached an answer on it, right? The question of, are you black enough, or what does it mean to be a black person? Because I think we run into this a lot, right? Because like, if you're affluent and a member of the bourgeoisie or the boule, you know, a lot of times we look at those individuals and we're like, yeah, they're black, but they're not from the hood, right? And then we have people that's from the hood, and we're like, well, that's authentically black, and that's never been authentically black. The vast majority of us don't live in the hood.
Well, y'all kill biracial kids all the time. I mean,
biracial kids kill themselves, bro.
No, y'all,
they kill themselves.
The black enough conversation has to start there, and it has to go down, because we were taught, a black community was taught that, hey, if your dad is black, you're black. And then we woke up, and then it turned into, well, no. Then it turned in, if you light skin, you're not black enough. If you dark skin, you ain't black enough, or you ain't have the right black experience. And then it turned into what you're talking about. Then it's like, all right, I'm dark skinned, but I grew up in, Massachusetts. Well, if you down here and you not in Atlanta, but you outside of Atlanta, where you're black is different. You know what I'm saying?
Where are we in this conversation of, are you black enough, right? Because I do think that we have a issue in our community, right? Of, when someone has never lived the quote unquote black experience. And that's what I like about his part of the conversation, is because if someone grows up, if someone grows up and they're Bronny James, right? But LeBron's not their dad, right? We're just talking about that life where they go into Cane Sierra, they go into Southern Cal. Yeah.
Dad is a billionaire.
Yeah, dad is super rich, right? Have that person experience the black experience, right? Why, what has transpired in our community that the identifier of the black experience is rising through the struggle?
Bro, it's also, what it really is? It's like we do a great job of trying to discredit and getting ahead. It's like, I gotta get there before you. And if I see you getting there, one of my favorite lines is J. Cole used to always say it. He said, North Carolina's the hardest place to get put on for music. It ain't because the talent is there. It's because people are just so pulling you back, which is why he always said, I went to New York. Yeah. I went to college up here, played ball up here for a reason, right? And so I look at it and I say, well, damn, think about, we get J. Cole, and then I know I'm taking a long way around, but you get J. Cole, and then it takes another 15 years for the baby to pop. Yeah, that no other city has that happen, where you have a
major city,
a number one artist, and it takes another 15, almost 17 years for another artist to pop off there.
And even like using the baby, right? Like, how many times have we seen like an artist pop in St. Louis, right? After Nelly popped, St. Lunatics popped off.
And Chingy came right after that.
Chingy came right behind it, right? Like, Charlotte, the baby popped off, and then
nothing else. Nothing else. So I say that's like, we find black folks have found a unique way to say, hey, let me discredit you if you look like you're doing better than me. And we got to fix that, because I look at it and I go, I grew up, I guess I look at it a little bit different, because I always grew up where my black experience was not the same. Nobody black experience is the same, right? Yeah, exactly. But mine is a lot different than most people. But I grew up being told that, you ain't black enough, or you don't have the black experience. And it's like, how not? Right. And so that's why I always laugh when we have these conversations and people aren't black enough because, like, people like to remind you, Drake ain't black, but J. Cole is. They mix the same exact way. Logic ain't black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Carmelo is, and he's not. Melissa Ford is not biracial. You know what I'm saying? That's how people look at it. She grew up with a white mom. You know what I'm saying? With her white mom, excuse me. Halle Berry ain't black. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how we play these games, and I just look at it and go, when y'all figure that out, y'all let me know. Because it's coming down to, like, how do you identify? I understand what you're trying to get to, but if we can't even get to the economical part of it until we start saying who is, like, till we fix the house Negro and field Negro conversation.
Well, and so that's going where I'm going with it, right? We've created this caricature of what it means to be black.
Facts.
Right? So this idea that, you know, I have to be aggressive, or I have to be borderline thug that can wear a suit in order to be seen as black, right? Like if I'm a black woman, I got to be able to be ghetto in the boardroom, right? But I could do my red bottoms everywhere else, right? And I don't think I think it's going even beyond code switching, because what I've seen is that even with intelligent blacks, and apologies last week, I was country as hell in that episode. I did not code switch the way I needed to code switch for y'all. Apologies. I was definitely South Carolina last week.
The field part, the field.
But I think we're now code switching to make people that are not black feel comfortable.
Is it like cosplaying almost?
It's almost like cosplaying, because and I think this is the part that's uncomfortable, right? Is that sometimes we see someone that is a part of the bourgeoisie or the boule attempt to be authentically black by playing a caricature, right? But they're not doing that for black folks, right? Because when they're around black folks, they're like, "Ooh, this is beneath me. Oh, I'm not into this." But when they get around people that are not black, they're cosplaying what they think blacks are. I think this is something that's going on that we're not really talking about because we're not all in the same rooms. But I think it goes into that conversation of, why are you doing this when truthfully that's not who you are?
Yeah, and
like, why are we playing into being black? And I probably was guilty of it as being a young man. I mean, yeah, I'm from the Midlands, but you know, like I said, I definitely was not in the streets. But I definitely knew everybody that was in the streets, because it was like...
You were street adjacent.
Yeah, I was on the sidewalk, right? And it's like, you know, because it's like, well, is this my experience as being a black man? But I was in college at the same time.
You know, also, we all experience it when you go to corporate, right?
Yeah.
It's not hard when you go to corporate and you're the only black person in the office, because you can set the field, right? It's when you come across another black person at the office, like, or in a different department, you like, oh shit, like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? How we gonna talk? We gonna dap each other up?
Yeah, and how are you acting around these people?
Yeah, and that's when it gets funny,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, look, make sure you not, you know, cooning and babooning, right? But then we also like, okay, well, we gotta also be cool,
bro. When I worked for Marriott, it was only 2 black women in the sales department, right? And I respect them because they pulled me to the side. They say, "Yo, we not doing no ignorant shit up here."
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, cool. And mind you, I was young. Yeah. So I needed that. Not that I didn't act like that.
Yeah.
You know, they was very relieved when they found that I grew up in Huntersville.
Yeah.
But you know what? I say all that to say, those 2, they were Caribbean. So they had a whole nother level of figuring out the landscape.
Yeah, of navigating it.
And that's always interesting. I do love how Mike was laughing at y'all because y'all was trying to say that y'all was talking about Brazilians ain't African. Mike had a field day in the comment. I love going on Mike's Twitter.
Brazilians are not like, y'all got it,
bruh.
Don't even get me started. Twitter was Twittering this weekend. That shit was crazy. I was definitely Jon Snow. I said something that got y'all so hot. I'm not even gonna repeat it today.
I hate when
but I'm gonna let y'all know I stand on that. I stand on that.
Speaking of Oscars, how you feel about John Cena walking out there with a little 6x6 board covering his little wee wee?
I don't watch award shows, so I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the context. I don't understand why he would do it. But this is something that we have to start admitting, man. There's certain people amongst us that enjoy humiliation. Right?
That was the topic of it.
There's people that enjoy humiliation. So when they do it, while it in the moment it's, you know, it is scary for them. But that's what they enjoy, right? The dopamines that they get from it. So it's just certain people that's going to do off the wall stuff, right? Like the dude that called in the radio station talk about his wife, has point the judge. Low key, he's proud that his wife that he's having sex with the same person a judge could have sex with, right? Low key, that's how he feels, right? Like he'd be just as proud if his wife, boink the ball player, because he'd be like, "Yo, I get ball player pussy." Too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like there is a segment of men amongst us, and our job as men that are not into that is just to make sure that we say, "All right, yo, cool, but that's your thing. That's not everybody's thing. That's your thing. Don't try to convince people to do otherwise."
My favorite segment of the show, sponsored by one of y'all betting companies. Y'all should insert an ad right here. Take us out of here.
Yeah. Let's reach out to them.
Because I went to another pod studio yesterday and I said, "Oh, me and Mike could do good up in here."
Yeah. We need to get that. And it's like 85% male, I think.
Yeah, y'all got
like 82.
Yeah.
Y'all women starting to sneak back in on YouTube.
Y'all have been. Jeanie Buss has been real huggy. Jeanie Buss look good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jeanie Buss is always such. How old is she? Because she
gotta be in her 60s.
But I'm telling you, man, LA, them doctors in LA, they rival anybody in the world, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely in Colombia.
Those are them doctors are good.
She was hugged up with, first when I saw her with LAE Chopper, I was like, yo. Because she hugged him twice and he was doing the rub on the shoulder like, yo, like I know her.
How old is Jeanie Buss?
I'm Googling it right now. Somebody in the audience, this is why we need a producer. Yeah. How much you think a producer costs us?
I don't know. Let's hope it's low.
62.
No way Jeanie Buss is 62.
62, bro.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Hey, them doctors in LA are insane.
Yeah, man. Phil Jackson.
Is that why Glow was looking the way she was looking on social media?
Look, man.
Glow done been in LA?
Yeah, hey, look, man. Yeah, I told y'all, look, all you female rappers, y'all can stop accidentally showing your news on live.
Just put them on.
Just put them.
Just put them on. Just put them on. We're not going to judge you anymore.
Y'all keep doing it, and it's like, yo, how you don't know you don't have a shirt on? Like,
yeah.
I'm never doing a live and no pants on. Partially because I'm not a shower. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grower. Shout out to me, man. I know my limitations in life.
Hey, man. Hey, that's real shit. Hey, speaking of which, I had a question, and I think I left it out. Terrible segue, by the way.
Shout out to Jeanie Buss.
Shout out to Jeanie Buss. You look good for 62. Good Lord, woman.
You do.
And I don't even swing that way, to be honest. But I like my women.
That might make her a predator with your age, man.
You know
based
what?
Off of my
I'll defend her. Jeanie Buss, come be a predator over here. Good Lord, woman. Dang, I forgot what I was. Oh, are you a lingerie person, or are you like a t-shirt and panties person?
Nah, I like lingerie.
I am a t-shirt and panties guy, man.
You talking about like walking around or right before we do it?
The same thing?
Yeah, it is kind of the same. Like, I mean, if my girl walked around the house in just lingerie, I'd be like, what are you doing?
I need, man, give me them long socks.
Oh, no.
And give me some cheekies. Yeah. Like, give me them socks that come up to like beyond her knees and some cheekies.
All dudes
give me that over lingerie any day.
All men agree on the same, like, bottoms, panties, thongs. All men agree on the same style. That's one thing we all do agree on. You know, the bras gets interesting. Do not go to Savage Fenty. Damn, Rihanna. Undo that. If you go to Savage Fenty to get your girl some lingerie, be prepared to spend. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But it's cool though. Free agency is here. Russ is going to Pittsburgh. I mean, that's closer than Denver for Future. So shout out to Russ for doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing so Future can see his son.
Also, shout out to Russ for taking the best possible situation for him. I like you going to Mike Tomlin. He's gonna look out for you. He ain't gonna do you like Sean did. They really not finna depend on you to really be doing. They gonna make your job easier than Denver.
Yeah, they definitely gonna make his job. So, And I think he's gonna play a little bit harder for Mike Tomlin, and knowing that this is kind of like his last stance to build his legacy.
Mike Tomlin gonna look out too.
And low key, I like Mike Tomlin, so I mean, I'm pulling for you, Russ.
Yeah,
I'm pulling. And you're in the AFC, I don't really care, so I'm pulling for you.
Don't bother me none.
Yeah, I'm pulling for you, man.
Kirk Cousins, man.
Kirk Cousins' agent.
Yo.
Got to be the greatest agent in the history of agents. Kirk Cousins has probably made like $500 million.
415.
That's insane. Kirk Cousins. That is insane.
This man tore his Achilles and got $100 million guaranteed.
His agent is the best, either the best agent in the world, or he got the most film on GMs. Of any
he
agent out here.
whatever Don Steiner had. He got that from him and said, "Here we go." One thing I didn't like Tiki Barber talking to Saquon like that.
You know that saying all skin folk ain't kin folk.
Yeah,
that's Tiki Barber.
that was disgusting.
That was Tiki Barber, because he would never do that. He would no. Let me change it, because I know how stuff gets clipped in the future when we get popular. He would never. He would only do that to a young black man,
bro.
What he said, he don't do that to a young black man.
Absolutely.
And he can prove me wrong by doing this to Daniel Jones after Daniel Jones get cut.
Yeah,
because that is going to happen.
And he gonna go to somewhere. He might go to a rival.
I guarantee you, Tiki Barber is not going to say anything, or he's going to, or worse, he's gonna send him out like a great, hey man, appreciate everything all you done,
bro.
All skin folk ain't kin folk, man.
You do that.
I do not like y'all soft ass dudes. I don't.
You do that to a player who put his body on the line for you for years. We never looked at Saquon and said, "Yo, he ain't trying."
Yeah, exactly.
And in a dying position, second. And yo, we know what the league is. It ain't about the players. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't a quarterback, bro, you got to hope to get paid, and you got to hope that you Justin Jefferson, you got to hope that whomever. But running backs ain't getting it, dog. And that was just nasty. And you act like y'all was close to winning anything. It ain't like the Giants was like a piece away. Y'all wasn't in the playoffs. Y'all wasn't getting, y'all went to the playoffs, but it wasn't like, oh my goodness, we in the conference game. Oh my goodness, we lost by one touchdown in the Super Bowl. Y'all ain't Lamar Jackson, nigga. Get out of here, man. I just thought it was just nasty work. And I was just like, yo, and then for you to be black, hate when y'all do that shit.
All skin folk ain't kin folk, bro.
Shout out to Jeanie Buss, man.
Definitely shout out to Jeanie Buss.
Where's my clip, man? My last clip of the day.
What's the last clip of the day?
Oh, we already seen that.
I think we're done. Actually, we should play that clip that I dropped in chat of Shannon Sharp.
You put in the group chat?
Yeah. Where he's talking about the footage where he got the old camera.
You talking about the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Young, that's nasty work what you did to Draya.
Yeah, that is. That's corny, bro.
That's super corny.
Because if y'all really gave a damn about Jalen Green, y'all would have told him that when he first started dating Draya. You wouldn't be throwing this up now
when she's 7 months pregnant.
Yeah, this dude, he has a baby on the way. Like I don't like that, dude. I don't like that.
That was the corniest thing. And then for Nick Young, for you to have had something corny like that happen to you with D'Angelo Russell, you know better. And then for you to get on there and be like, oh, can I tell the story? And then Gilbert Arenas, that's corny on YouTube, bro.
Well, that's what Gil is, though.
Exactly.
That's what Gil is. So like that was on Nick Young. Like at the end of the day, bro, as much as I'll say Tiana, Brittany, and Draya, like, you know what I'm saying? But to just bring them up and just be like, oh, we saw her doing this
in the backseat.
That was corny.
You know better than that. Here we go. Yeah, let's talk about Freaknik, because I want
this right here. I promise you, this right here. This got footage not only from Freaknik, 92 to 96. This got a Savannah State, Orange Crush.
I forgot about Orange
Black
Crush.
College Beach Week, Daytona, all that.
I knew he was gonna beat me.
Oh, baby, yes. Okay, y'all. Hey, your boy was Spike Lee. Your boy was Spike Lee back then. Yeah, y'all better stop. And y'all break in the house.
He got the camcorder.
Because this goes right back to the ball. Right back to the baseball.
I ain't seen nothing like that since Circuit City.
Yeah, hey, but that's exactly the last time you see the camcorder, man. So, hey, question.
What?
Have you been somewhere, went somewhere, and is on camera and like, you know what? I hope this never comes out.
Only time that could have happened was at Panama City Beach for spring break. And no, it did not happen. But because I used to have my camera with me, so I used to be the guy with the camera.
You're the guy with the camera,
so
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that was only other time, because that was just a wild weekend. I ain't never seen nothing like that. But you know what? Now I'm in a great position. You in a better position because y'all have those camcorders. So you got to find somebody to get the camcorder. Hope the tape ain't damaged. Take it to Eckert's or whoever. Process it. Hope it, right? You know, whatever. I'm trying to show y'all I ain't that young. Versus now these kids have everything on the phone. It go to the cloud.
It goes to the cloud.
So it's forever good, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in that middle spot where we used to have flip phones recording. You know what I'm saying? My camera, it was like when I first started doing photography, if your camera could do 1080p, you had a top of the line camera, right? Now, I think these cameras shoot in 8K.
Yeah.
We can't even edit in 8K. That's how crazy this shit is. But yeah, let me ask you this. How was Daytona Bike Week?
Oh, off the chain. Never got to go. But I never have, because I'm actually a rider, so I used to actually like to ride. Okay. But I don't have anything at Bike Week that is crazy. I had one Bike Week, but I had the camera. I had the camera, and I was begged to delete the footage, and I think I did. I'm almost certain I did.
Look, as soon as we get famous, there's gonna be some chick.
No,
because Pastor Mike on camera with me.
You know, so I'm gonna tell you what's funny, right? This girl I was seeing, like, she was watching porn. Now,
Okay.
I do not have porn out there knowingly.
Okay.
so there's a clip. She sends me like a screenshot. She was like, "Is this you?" Like,
gosh.
And I was like, and I looked at it, and like, yo, it was like my head and shoulders, but it wasn't me. And the reason why I know it was not me is because it was a clip with a white woman, and I was not sleeping with white women at the time. Yo, and I was just like, nah, that's not me. Maybe that was me. I got drugged. But I probably am on CCTV in Vegas. If they never recorded over it, that clip probably does exist.
Shout out to Vegas. I'm going in August.
Yeah, that clip probably does exist. That was a wild night, but that was not on me.
That was on
a young lady. That was
shout out
her
to
choice.
We need to go to Vegas and record. You know what? If y'all ever, it's called Rich and Shameless. I want to say it's on Hulu. The guy who created Girls Gone Wild. Y'all should watch that.
Oh yeah,
it's very interesting. I'm about to sadden us out, but it's very interesting to watch, like, how he started this. Like, oh, I'm going to the party cities for these events, recording. Then it was like, then it got to like, all right, this is fun. It got to Predator level. That ain't what we talking about.
That's not what we talking about. That's not what Shannon was talking about.
Not at all.
To be clear. But no, it was just funny to watch that, because the Freaknik documentary is coming out, and a lot of y'all listening right now, because I think about a good 20% of our audience is over 45. So y'all gonna be y'all gonna be on there, and to all y'all that's thinking to yourself, oh, I'm not gonna be on there because I'm between the ages of 25 and 45. Your mom and daddy might be on there.
Facts. That might happen. I do think we're going to get a super watered down version of what we originally was going to get.
Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think they have scrubbed it and went through it and took out anybody that is important now. They have made sure that they pulled them out of the video.
One of our followers allegedly said that they worked on the project, and because I commented, he's like, why do you say this? And I explained it. He was like, oh yeah, that's definitely what happened. He was like, some very powerful people in Atlanta who are lawyers, who are higher up, and they were just like, nah, we can't let this happen. Also, I knew this doc was going to be whitewashed when y'all had 21 Savage up there speaking about it. And he wasn't even in the States when Freaknik was going down.
He's not even in the States. I mean, he's younger than me. First off, I got to the last Freaknik. Well, not the last one, the next to the last one. And I think 97. And that one was wild, but it was watered down. So there's no way 21 Savage got there when it was in his heyday from like 92 to 96.
How bad was the traffic?
Oh, it was standstill. It was standstill. Like no
on
lie.
85 standstill?
85 standstill. 85. It was standstill. Like, people were getting out their cars and dancing on their cars. People were drinking in their cars on the interstate.
That is wild.
It was a wild time. I see why it ended.
That is wild.
I see why it ended. They had to end it. They had to.
Yeah,
they had to. It was beyond ridiculous.
Can you imagine an Atlanta video like how they did for Miami when they said, "Don't bring y'all black asses here"? If Freaknik was still going on, because I know
Freaknik
y'all
it was pretty close to that.
I imagine it's probably worse. I'm pretty sure y'all was tearing up hotels, tearing up streets.
We was staying with people we knew, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was wild, but it was an experience though. I do not regret it. Glad I was able to experience it.
Shout out to Gavin. I was not there. I was 6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's very, very young in 97.
Yeah, I was 8. You know what I'm saying? What you got planned this weekend besides going out on Thursdays?
Hey, not much, man. Yep, we'll be out on Thursday, man. So hey, hit me up in DM. I'll let you know where we at.
I should be off. It's not the 21st, is it? No. I should be free.
Yeah, you free, man. Come out, man.
What time y'all getting there? You know, you got there early last time.
Yeah. I try to get there early, man. So because I like to watch the games when they come on. So I'll be there like 6:37.
Okay, cool. So I'll probably go get me like 2 wings from somewhere.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere to eat
come
after
through.
no time,
Anybody that's in Charlotte, man.
DM us.
If you listen to us, DM us. We'll let you know where we at, man. Come and hang out.
All right, man. I ain't doing shit this weekend. You know, my wife about to go back out of town. About to be a single married dad again. So you know how they go.
Oh man, you know they treat single married dads. So they've been trying to get that single. I have seen them begging women that are married to come and complain about being a single married mom, and I'm like, yo, like y'all gotta cut.
It's never
y'all misery love company people gotta cut this ish out.
Please do. Look, please like, subscribe. We are growing and growing and growing. It's about 1,000 views a day, so I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
And I'm gonna give a real stat. None of that bullshit that y'all be making up. I have been paying attention to the other podcasts. Once y'all turn the boosting off, what y'all numbers look like. Realistically, we're talking about 1,000 views a day, and I'm grateful for that because I remember when me and Mike was
21,
happy at the
21, because it was higher than 12.
Look, and then we was like, oh, I think we're gonna get 30 this week. Okay, we got 17, maybe next week, buddy. And then, you know, now it's amazing. So I'm glad to be there. But yeah, man, tune in, send this to somebody, man. It's gonna be edited, cut, clipped, and respected. And with that, we're gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holla at your boy.